Hey everybody! So in this video, we're going to be talking about DID or OSDD and headaches. Now, with dissociative disorders like DID and OSDD, there is no 100% for certain cause of these headaches. They've not yet been able to pin it down exactly, probably because at this time there's not been a lot of studies done with people with DID where it's a large enough sample for them to get a real conclusive answer. But I'm going to be going over some of the different possibilities that there is evidence to support so far about why these headaches happen with DID and OSDD. Now, the first theory of why this happens is that because of the compartmentalization that occurs psychologically in order for every individual member of the system to function on their own, that this affects the brain's structures and creates neural pathways inside the brain that are not used as often as others. And what that means is that whenever those neural pathways are used after not having been used for however long they haven't been, that it creates pain because the brain is not used to it. Now, this tends to happen a lot with switching or when other members of the system are pressing very close to the front. And that's something that a fair amount of evidence has shown is likely for the cause of these headaches, and we have a lot of experience with that. I get headaches a lot when we switch, especially if we do it very often or very quickly. And in fact, I have a headache right now. It is pounding behind my eyeballs, and it's very unpleasant. But I'm dedicated to making sure that we get these videos out there because we want to educate everyone out there who doesn't know about these disorders and the way that they work for people living with them, and we just want to do a good job. So, the second theory that has a lot of merit to it about why these headaches happen is that blood flow is different for different individual members of the system. Physiological changes in hormones and other different changes, blood pressure changes and whatnot, can cause these headaches. Now, I would say that there's probably a good possibility that that does definitely contribute to some of the headaches, because in our experience, different members of the system can have very different physiological responses to different hormones, can have very different blood pressure, can have very different functions, and so that would make sense that headaches would be a result of this sudden, rapid change in the way that the body responds to things. Now, another theory about what causes these headaches is that the headaches themselves are more a result of the dissociation. And it's thought that these headaches are a byproduct of the brain working to dissociate and thus firing the neurons in ways that are not the typical, which can create problems with the electrical signals. Now, I don't know enough about neurology to say if that's factual or not. I do know that there's some evidence out there that suggests that this is a possible cause. So that is certainly one possibility about what causes these headaches. Now, another theory about what causes the headaches is that because each individual member of the system functions as separate individuals, when a lot of members are very close to the front, or if there's a lot of rapid switching happening, or just a lot of switches throughout the day, then it creates a strain on the brain's ability to send impulses because it's conflicting messages. One set of neurons is being used over here, and then another set is being used over there, and then yet another one is being used over here, and it's just taxing to the brain, and it creates pain. Now, again, I am not a neurologist. I'm not an expert on neurology in any way. I am just letting you know the current theories that I have seen that have some merit to them based on the studies that have been done. Now, as for what to do about headaches when you have DID or OSDD, that's a bit more complicated because they're not always easily fixed. It's not something that you can just take a medication for pain and it will necessarily go away, because these headaches are not always caused by the things that would typically cause a headache. The pain medication does not always work. So I find that some of the best ways to handle these headaches are deep breathing, because it helps relax you, lowers your blood pressure, lowers the strain on your circulatory system, makes the headache less unpleasant and less intense. Taking a nice warm, not hot, because hot water will make the headaches worse in my experience. Just take a nice warm, gentle bath and relax. Because again, relaxing helps. And if you're able to do so, or it's something that works for you, drinking coffee, eating chocolate, or consuming something else that contains caffeine, as long as it's not late at night and going to keep you up. If you can have caffeine at night and that won't keep you up, then certainly do so. But caffeine can often help relieve the pain of a headache. So there's lots of different theories out there about what causes these headaches, and there's lots of different skills you can use to help them when you have them. But overall, headaches tend to just go hand in hand with DID or OSDD. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Have a good day, everybody.